Hi, thanks for watching. Today I just want to go over how to create a listing on Luxury Kisses. To get started, all you have to do is go into my account, and you're going to end up in the vendor dashboard. Let's just say My Credits as a good place to start. And so in this case, you can see that this user has 50 credits. And then from the vendor dashboard, you can just go to create listing, and that's how you get started going ahead and getting your first listing created. So what I'm going to do is just walk you through the steps. I'm actually going to put in a men's item, and so from the top layer category, you're choosing from women's, men's, kids, wedding, or if you have a retro item. And then once you check men's, now you're choosing what kind of item you have. So it's clothing. And then we're going to dial down one more level, and it wants to know what type of clothing. Is it an activewear piece, bottoms, loungewear, outerwear, a suit, or a shirt? So in this case, it's a shirt. And then the fourth layer that we're going to dial down to is specifically what the item is. So in this case, it's going to be a t-shirt. And I just want to take a second and explain why we do this. When someone is searching for an item specifically, these all map to specific categories. And you know, if we didn't separate by categories, then everything would show up in the shop pages. So what we do is you know, if someone's looking for a t-shirt, we want them to be easily, you know, to go to the t-shirt category and see all of the t-shirts that fall under that heading. All right, so now all you have to do is type in the first few letters of what your designer name is. And so in this case, it's Under Armour. Go ahead and put in the size and the quality, fabric. And for the item, you don't want to repeat the designer name because that's already been put in. But what you may want to do is put logo t-shirt. And you'll see when you go to My Listings how that actually looks. The color is, can't see, there we go. And the condition is used. This is an optional field. You do not have to put in the measurements. For some things, we highly recommend taking the time to measure. Users will ask you if you don't put it in. Oftentimes users will ask you for the measurement. So, you know, to save yourself a little bit of hassle down the road, if you've got an unusual item, it's always a good idea to take the time to do that. Now, in this area, this is the item description. So something that I'm going to note about this item is that the fabric tag has been removed. You can write as much in this area as you would like. There's really no restriction. We have users that take a great deal of time and effort in basically even summarizing all of this information. They actually will include that in the item description. And you certainly can create a template if you'd like, and you could, you know, do this if you wanted to. You could just duplicate everything. That way you know that all of the information has been, you know, communicated very clearly, so no one has any surprises. This is not required again, this is your area to provide as much detail as you feel needed. The more information, the better, because people will read this and they'll make a decision based on the photographs and what you write here. Your cover photo is a required field. So in order to get a good cover photo, you just want to snap one in the direction that the item is. So in this case, it was a vertical photograph. Here, we're going to go ahead and upload all of these. And so those will come in. And then in these areas, these are the item tags. And so for item tags, you might want to also repeat the the brand. That's up to you, what the item is. Again, these are search criteria. This is something that people are going to search for. And any information that you can provide in here, again, just helps the opportunity for them to find your item. So I'm going to put gray t-shirt. The first three, 1, 2, and 3 are required fields. However, these are not, but I still might go ahead and type in a couple of things. Now, metallic and sequin are not going to show up in your tags. Those are called placeholders. And so I don't want you to be worried that metallic and sequin are going to show up. They don't. They become invisible, actually. So I'm going to put my selling price on this one at $10. I don't know the actual retail price at this time. I'm going to go ahead and make this item not returnable. This is entirely up to you as to whether or not your item is returnable. There's, an argument on both sides. Making it returnable means that someone may buy it, and if it doesn't work for them, they have the option to return it. And making it returnable might be more attractive to them. Maybe not so much on a t-shirt, but if, something a little bit more expensive or something with a little bit more complication to it might be a good idea to make it returnable. But again, this is absolutely up to you. And then whether or not I want this item to be featured on the home page in the featured section. It's just a little t-shirt, so no, I don't want to pay to have that done. So I'm going to go ahead and mark no. And then I'm going to go ahead and click the submit button, and I'm going to click on create a listing after I've had an opportunity to read this, so I understand that my account is going to be charged a pay to post credit. I'm going to go ahead and create that listing. And depending on how large these photographs are that you are uploading, it may take, a couple of minutes, because what you're doing is you're uploading, what could be up to, in this case, 2.5 megabytes in memory is what we allow, or 0.5 megabyte per image. And in that case, since there are 5, that could be 2.5 megabytes. So it is thinking, and there it is again. So now we're back to a blank form because, in fact, the item was uploaded. And so just to see that, what we're going to do is hop over into the My Listings, and you're going to see that it is not here yet. And let me go approve that as an admin. So I'm going to pause this for 1 second. I'm going to approve it and come right back. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and approved that listing. I'm going to refresh my page, and if you don't know how to do that, it's the control button and F5 from a PC. I'm not sure what that setting is on a Mac, but the page will refresh, and now you see that we have the item good to go here. You'll see that your timer starts, and you'll see that everything is here. So if you wanted to edit this, now there's a tutorial on editing, but just really quick, we can go into the edit functionality, and you see that everything we typed in here shows up in the listing. And so basically we're good to go. Thank you for watching.